Hello everyone. My name is Ava Zubia, and I'm the Marketing Coordinator at Hill International. Today we are celebrating Women in Construction Week. Women in Construction Week celebrates the impact women have and continue to have in construction. They overcome challenges, lead with confidence, and deliver successful projects. Today I am joined by Hill Program Manager Flora Vahdati, Construction Oversight Manager Abidith Marzan, and Project Engineer Shivani Tambe, and I'm looking forward to hearing their stories and experiences and their own ideas on how to help women continue to advance in construction. So without further ado, let's start with our discussion. So first of all, I would like to start with Flora. You are currently the project manager on the Southern California Edison project. Is that correct?
Yes, that's one of the many projects that I currently manage. Southern California Edison, for the cost estimating, this was the first time that we actually won a contract from their cost estimating side. Hill International had, for the long time, they had a project control contract with SCE, but this was a big win for us to also tap into their estimating group. And so far, we've received about 7 task orders on the cost estimating tasks. And other than the SCE, one of my major clients is Metrolink. I've been consultant to Metrolink since 2012 under other employers too. So I've always been extension to their staff as part of the staff augmentation task orders that we had with Metrolink. Back in 2020, I rejoined Hill International, but I stayed consultant to Metrolink. So the whole focus was to basically get a foot in the door of Metrolink as far as Hill International, because it was a new consultant to Metrolink. And within the 2 years, or I would say 3 years now, we've accomplished a lot. We've won about 7 or 8 task orders, and each about, I would say, the first task order that we won was about 1.5 million. So you can just get an idea of the magnitude of the task orders that we get from them. The recent big one that we got was a staff augmentation for Metrolink for the rehab group, which is a totally different department from the capital group that I was providing services to. Now we also provide staff augmentation to their rehab group, which is a team of about 15 to 20 people. But yes, very exciting field, I would say, to work in.
Yeah, that is cool. Well, thank you so much, Flora. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So my next question goes to Abidith. You've been working in the construction industry for more than 20 years. Tell us how you originally got into the industry.
At an early age, I loved drawing. When I was in 7th grade, my art teacher had us make a plan for a house and build out a model. And that was amazing for me. And that probably impacted my judgment the most to become either an architect or an engineer. I ended up studying engineering later because I realized that I loved math and sciences and I would be more involved in construction other than design. But I love everything about construction, from designing, the pre-con, the estimating, scheduling, the construction itself, project management, and all the way to the close. That I enjoy every aspect of it.
I think it is really cool how you kind of merge those two passions together of art and then math and science into a career in the construction industry. Are there any cool projects that you worked on or you would like to highlight?
Yeah, so right now we are working under the City Revitalization Program as one of the efforts to reconstruct Puerto Rico after the 2017 hurricanes. We work directly with the cities. We're building streets, roads, bridges, plazas, just things that impacts low-income people, living in these cities. My favorite project that I'm working on was at Logan Airport about 2018, and we were building the new terminal project, which had a budget of $750 million. And I got into this project about 2 months later after my team because I was closing out another project. And it was just amazing to get in there, study the plans and specs, and I was able to realize a lot of other things that they hadn't, That was my favorite project out of all of them. And it's going to impact so many people, and that's what I love about construction. You impact people for generations to come.
Thank you so much for sharing your insights on that. All right, so now I would like to go to Shivani. So you're relatively new to the construction industry. Tell me about your experience and what it's been like so far working as a project engineer at Hill International.
Yeah, so I graduated like couple of years back. I mean, it's not even been 2 years now. I graduated in 2021. Then Hill is like my first full-time job, I would say, and I got into a very cool project as a first job. I'm working for a flood resiliency project in Hoboken. Our client is New Jersey DEP. We are basically building flood walls in Hoboken. What happened in Hurricane Sandy, the entire city got flooded. So this flood walls will basically act as a barrier for any storm surge events that can happen. And we are built. The project is worth $350 million, and I'm so glad, like that I got an opportunity as a beginner to be a part of such a big project. It is one of the biggest projects in New York. I joined as an office engineer and now I work as a project engineer. My journey so far has been really great. All the senior leadership at Hill have been so cooperative and they have helped me so much develop in my personal and professional career because I had done few internships before this. So I literally had basic knowledge about it, but now I'm in a position, where I can actually make decisions on my level and I really feel good about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations on your recent promotion.
Thank you. And I recently, yesterday, actually, I got my results that I passed my FE exam.
Awesome.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That's such a big accomplishment. So tell me, how has it been transitioning from an office engineer at Hill International to a project engineer?
So when I started as an office engineer, I used to basically shadow my project manager, helping out with every task. So our project is basically divided into two phases. The first phase was relatively a smaller project. It was worth $7 to $8 million. The other one is like the big one, $350 million. So we will have a bigger team now. They put me in the middle of the project so that I can get trained. And as we are transitioning into the new phase, so that is why I think I got a promotion so that I will have my own responsibilities now that I have to handle it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your insights. And congratulations again on passing the FE exam.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so thank you, ladies, for sharing your insights from my individual questions to you. Now I would like to go around the table and do some discussion questions. So my first question is, if you could say something to a woman who is interested in joining the construction industry, what would you say and why?
I'll just say never give up and learn from all the mistakes that you make and do not be afraid to speak up.
So yeah, I feel that women should definitely go ahead and do something in construction because when I joined in, and I was very fortunate, I would say, because whichever team I went, even I was during my internship, like I was working under a project engineer there as an intern, and the project engineer was also a woman, and she helped me a lot. Actually, if you see around, like the women are the one who help you a lot, and they are always there to push you forward and help you develop your career more. Like now I see there are like so many women who are advancing their career in construction, becoming project managers, program managers, like Flora is. So it is like so motivating and so inspiring to see women grow up in construction industry, which is like a very niche industries for women to be in.
We need more women in construction. I've often been like the only female in the company, in the office, or in the field. And as women, we have many strengths and skills that are useful to construction and the construction management. Skills such as multitasking, being detail oriented,
Exactly.
and communication. And I've often heard from supervisors say the clients prefer this new trend in women, as project managers because of the skills that we do bring in.
Would you say that women bring something to the construction industry that men don't?
I would
Definitely.
definitely agree to the multitasking thing because we as women can, manage multiple things together without stressing at it a lot compared to men.
Multitasking, I mean, as women, as moms, that's all we do every day. Managing the schedule, that's what we do on our daily lives too. It's already in us. It's something that we
Yeah.
already have, and with the I guess university education, you just build on all of that. Yes, absolutely. Women in construction, their existence is very important.
But yeah, there should be more women than there are right now in the construction industry, especially because, the skills that they bring into the table are like very valuable for every stage or every phase of the construction, I would say. May it be designing, like our creativity, then planning, management, every phase of the project that you talk about.
We can manage our team much better and have clear communication and being transparent, so there are no silos.
Yeah, being transparent and also bringing people together and keeping the team together so that, there are also not many disputes, because in construction, it can get really rough. So that one balance I think women also bring is, to keep everybody together, to keep the environment good for everybody to work in. Like,
So now I'd like to go to my next discussion question. Where would you like to see women in the construction industry in 10 years from now? And how do we get there?
Oh, as equals in numbers, positions, and salary. I read an independent study before coming, to prepare for this, and indicated that 6.2% of all construction workers are women, meaning 93.8 are men. And I like to see equality. We are working towards that. And I've seen the improvement in younger generations, like Shivani. I think we should continue empowering young females' minds to follow their dreams without barriers by promoting STEM, that's being done, everywhere in the country, and with ourselves, with activities or classes or talk to our school and our communities, and also by men and women supporting other women, in our field, in our jobs, people underneath us or above us, you're just supporting each other.
If I have to add, I would really like for women to be in the executive levels in 10 years. Working for a good company, I think, is a key. Absolutely. Like Hill International, companies that they're all about diversity and women and adding women into their workforce.
also, I would say women should be encouraged at all levels, like you said, Flora, not like executive levels as well. But our project, most of the time, they have like this female goal criterias, which are like so difficult to fill in, to find female workers who can be on ground. I think there should also be more of community outreach kind of programs where you can go and tell, so that, people, women who are unemployed, they are looking for some kind of employment, can get an opportunity.
Definitely, women are important in the construction industry from all the points that you just explained. They do bring a lot to the table when it comes to being able to multitask, being able to have a wide skill set, like all those things, like they come into play. And I think that's really important. I think Hill does a great job of welcoming women to the industry and encouraging them to advance their careers. So all those points are really important. And I appreciate your insights on this discussion. I think I would want to end this with asking everyone, what's your favorite part about working in the construction industry as a woman?
I really like my job because I feel like I make things better. I try to solve problems on a daily basis. There are a lot of things that are happening, but just the ability to be able to prioritize them and I guess address the tasks that are affecting my client first, and then trying to complete the rest of them simultaneously. It gives me a feeling of accomplishment. And the fact that I accomplished my tasks that day, I tried to resolve the problems that my client had and basically help the safety of the public, especially for the rail. Is the number one plan is to keep everyone safe. And if we did that at the end of the day, I feel like I did my job right.
I would say, like, every day is a new day. Like, I did not feel like since I've joined Hill, like, I'm doing the same thing again and again. So every day there is a new problem, there is a new challenge. Every day I at least learn two new construction words that I have never heard of. I would say, when I am out on field. I mean, it doesn't get very monotonous, I would say, so that's what keeps it more interesting and.
Yeah, I agree with both ladies. I think leading a construction project is like leading an orchestra, except at the end, all you have is a product that impacts generations of and the quality of life. I think there's nothing more fulfilling to me than to provide our clients with a quality project that's on time, that's on budget, while keeping everybody safe. And that's the bottom line.
Awesome. Well, those are all my questions. So I really want to thank you ladies for taking time out of your busy schedules to meet with me today. I really appreciate our discussion. And I think it was an amazing discussion talking about your experiences working in the construction industry and what you have done to make an impact on the world. I really appreciate your time, and happy Women in Construction Week.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Ava, and
Thank
everyone
you.
else.